Welcome to Peak to Profit, where each week we share practical and tactical guidance to help you grow and run a profitable business. Hi, I'm Jennifer Drago, award-winning strategist and business coach. I help entrepreneurs and small business owners develop a laser-focused roadmap to business growth so they can earn more, work fewer hours, and amplify their impact. Today's segment is the third in a four-part series where we explain the Peak to Profit framework, our signature method to provide entrepreneurs with a defined strategy, goals, and tools to implement the strategy while measuring their progress along the way. P is for planning, E is for execution, and today we're going to talk about the A in Peak, which stands for analysis. As we may know in business, some people may disagree with me, but what gets measured matters. I think we all know that in our heart of hearts, but some business owners may still shy away from measuring and tracking their results. I'm going to provide a non-business example to demonstrate the importance of monitoring and analyzing your results. When you're trying to lose weight, do you do better when you step on the scale every week or when you never step on the scale? If you're trying to reduce your calorie intake, is it easier to know if you meet your calorie goals if you track what you eat in a tracking app or if you don't? I think we all know the answers to those questions. A quote from Robert Kaplan says, "If you can measure it, you can manage it." And that's why it's important as business leaders that we measure certain things in our business so that we can better manage our businesses. I recommend that small business owners have three kinds of dashboards for their business. And a dashboard is simply a spreadsheet or a table to track results over time. The first one, and when I say over time, I really mean monthly. So again, I might be calling out some small business owners who only like to look at their financials maybe once or twice a year, but we really need to be looking at each of these at least monthly. So the first type of dashboard that I like to recommend to my clients is a strategic dashboard. So you'll recall that last week we talked about our 3 goals for the quarter and tactics that were underneath each of those goals. And they all had, specific timelines attached to them and numbers. And so on your strategic dashboard, you're going to talk about you're actually going to show each of those goals listed. And I like to use stoplight colors. So green means it's either complete or it's in progress and on schedule. Yellow means it's in progress but maybe a little delayed. And red means, whoa, it's really late, or it isn't happening or can't happen this quarter. So that's a strategic dashboard. Another type of dashboard that I like to recommend is an operational dashboard. And in an operational dashboard, we're going to track key metrics that are important in building our business. And so each business is different, and what metrics are going to be important to you in your operational dashboard are going to be specific to you. So, and again, you want to view this either on a weekly or a monthly basis, but no less frequently than monthly, to give yourself a clear understanding about how your business is doing and whether you're moving toward meeting your goals and toward your vision. So some examples of business metrics that you want to track may include, again, depending on your business, may include your audience metrics, client metrics, or business building metrics, among other things. So an example of audience metrics might be, how big is my email list? And I want to track that monthly to see the growth of that email list over time. How many connections do I have on LinkedIn? How many followers do I have on Pinterest or Instagram? Or how many friends do I have on Facebook? If I have a Facebook group, how many members are a part of that Facebook group? These are all comprising your audience of who you can sell to. Again, if you're an online business. If you're not an online business, these metrics may not make sense to you. Another type of metric that would be important to you might be other client metrics. So, how many sales have you had? How many members do you have or customers do you have purchasing your product? Are they repeat customers or are they unique? Are they brand new customers? So you can track both your retention as well as new customers. If you're a coaching business, maybe you want to know, how many coaching clients do I have? How many people do I have in one-on-one products one-on-one coaching packages versus group coaching packages. If you sell online courses, you may want to know how many participants you've had or how many sales that you have. So those are an example of client metrics that could be appropriate depending on your type of business. Another thing that you may want to track are your business building metrics. And again, these are things that measure how well you're taking action to build your business. So how many reach outs or conversations did you have with prospects this week? How many clarity calls or sales calls did you do with clients this week? How many coffee chats have you had? Those can be virtual or in person with your prospects. How many networking meetings have you attended? How many speaking opportunities have you had this week? And how many podcast experiences? So those are all examples of things that we do that we know build our businesses because they're helping us get the word out there. They're marketing activities, actually. And so you may choose on your operational dashboard to also feature these marketing types of metrics. And again, it's going to be very specific to each business. If you build your operational dashboard well, you will have both lead measures and lag measures included. So those business building activities that I just described would be considered lead measures because they represent the actions that you're taking today to see future business, right? So how many times did I reach out to a prospect today? How many coffee chats did I have today? How many sales calls did I have today or this week or this month? Those are going to result in revenue in future quarters or months, which would be called lag measures. So generally your sales and your revenues are going to be lag measures. The lead measures are the measures that you take today. And so I love to include lead measures in my operational dashboard because I can tell you as a business leader, those are the actions that we should be measuring because we know that they're going to result, or we hope that they're going to result in sales tomorrow and revenue tomorrow. If we don't take those actions today, the sale is much less likely. So you want to basically track both and make sure that you're ensuring that consistent action to grow your business. The final dashboard that we'll talk about today that I recommend all my clients have is a financial dashboard. And you may wonder why I recommend having a financial dashboard in addition to your financial statements. So you're likely working with a bookkeeper, and if you're not, I encourage you to do so, so that you can get monthly financial statements. So you can know what your income statement shows, which is your profit and loss statement, what your balance sheet shows, which shows your assets and liabilities and the equity that you're building in your business. Those are your financial statements. A financial dashboard may take some of those indicators and put them in one place so that you can see trends and you can track your growth over time. But you're going to actually include some other metrics in there as you go. So yes, you want to analyze your financial statements, your balance sheet and your income statement every single month. And yes, you also want to have a financial dashboard that you can use to track and trend key financial indicators and ratios on a monthly basis. Some examples of the indicators you may want to incorporate on your financial dashboard. And again, this is going to be customized to each business as well, but you probably want to track your sales listed by each product or service that you sell. You may want to track your conversion rate. In other words, the number of sales calls that you do that convert to sales. You may track your customer lifetime value, your customer retention, your net income dollars, your net income percentage, what your profit margin percentages are. If you use accounts receivable and you have a billing system, you probably want to look at your accounts receivable aging, which means the dollar amount of outstanding invoices by the time that they've been outstanding. You may want to look at your days cash on hand. There are lots of financial ratios that you can include. We need to pick the ones that are right for you and that you need to measure. Depending on if you have bank financing, your bank may also require you to monitor and report back to them on certain key types of metrics, including a debt to equity ratio, a current ratio, etc. So your bank could also dictate some ratios that would be good for you to measure. So your action takeaway today is if you don't already have dashboards, again, a dashboard is simply a spreadsheet or a table that you can monitor things monthly so that you can track them and trend them over time. You would want to create a strategic dashboard, an operational dashboard, and a financial dashboard for your business. And for each one of these, we want to keep them as simple as possible. So just start with a few indicators. We want to get used to tracking and trending on a monthly basis. You want to view your strategic dashboard hopefully weekly though, because remember that when we set up our strategic plan and our roadmap, we developed weekly tasks for each week in the quarter for 13 weeks. And so to know if we're on track with our goals and doing all those tasks that lead to those goals, we need to view our strategic dashboard at least weekly if we can. And then on a monthly basis, you want to block time on your calendar so that you can update your operational and your financial dashboards so that you will truly use them to analyze your business. Remember that A stands for analysis. So we use the dashboards to analyze how we're doing in our business. And then that way we'll know what's working and what's not. So what do we need to adjust? And do you want a resource that can help you create these dashboards? We actually have a free downloadable dashboard template available to you on our website. And it's at peaktoprofit.com/F for freebie /dashboard, all one word. So peaktoprofit.com/F/dashboard will get you our free dashboard templates, and then you can update them and customize them to your business. One final note as we conclude this segment on analysis of your business. If you're a leader who right now tends to shy away from tracking metrics, now's the time to build your skills in this area. Measurement of your financial and other metrics will make or break your business, I promise. Next week, we will dive into the fourth part of the PEAK framework, which is K. K stands for knowledge. So we'll see you next week. Bye for now.